Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Monday the 15th of November 2021. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to use the Art of Life Tarot for today's reading. Let's see what these cards have to say about Monday and what the day is going to look like energetically. So I'm just going to shuffle these a few times and choose 3 cards to see what the day is all about. First card is the King of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Four of Wands. Okay, so the first message I'm getting just by looking at the cards themselves is if you refuse to stay put and instead you start again and you go on a new journey, you're going to get to a much happier place in your life. So it's out with the old, in with the new, and specifically asking yourself, what is important to me? That's going to lead to you getting somewhere that's better than where you are now. And also what I'm getting is that relationships on this day are going to be somewhat difficult, and that's not the biggest gift of the day. The certainty you have within, that's what's going to get you places. Trying to get other people to approve of you or to give you permission or to mentor you or to hold your hand through something difficult, I don't feel that that's going to work. So manage the way you operate and give yourself as much freedom as you can possibly have. The King of Pentacles is a court card. So court cards are either people who come into your life or they are qualities that you feel internally. And the King of Pentacles is very good at work, and he's good at dealing with money, and he's creative. He's able to paint and to wear beautiful clothes and to enjoy a wonderful environment. And he's also able to arrange things so that they are supportive and permanent and comfortable. So he looks for the most concrete things in life that give him the greatest sense of belonging. So wealth stays with us a little moment, if at all. Only our characters are steadfast, not our gold. Right, so Euripides is saying that don't focus on the money and the comfort so much. Instead, focus on yourself and what you did to create that comfort in the first place. What is it that has made you king? So the power is in you, not in your money or your gold or your environment. So don't be overly influenced by it. So that's interesting. The card is saying pull away from your reliance on relationships and approval from other people. Also, don't look at your physical reality as that significant and important, especially if it relates to your character, your personality. So with that, the implication is that this isn't going to be the easiest day where everyone is just shouting your name from the rooftops and applauding you and you're just being cheered on your mission. Instead, they're saying, look at yourself and what you find important and go with that. So having a word with yourself and asking, what is it that I want to do with my life, is the key question that's going to benefit you the most. The Six of Swords is usually a scene where a woman and her child are sitting in a boat, and the kind of gondolier is pushing them from one place to the other, and there are 6 swords in the boat, and it's about a journey, it's about moving on, despite the negativity that's happened, not forgetting about it, but learning from it and saying, I want things to look different. Just because they have been a certain way in the past doesn't mean they're going to be that way in future. And here the Six of Swords, we have, for everything you have missed in life, you have gained something else. So it's about loosening up your perspective a little bit and not being so rigid in terms of your own thinking. So rather than saying, oh, you know, poor me, I missed out on something, isn't my experience terrible? So avoiding self-pity, especially when it comes to your relationships with other people, then others aren't going to go for that. They're not going to enable you in kind of feeling sorry for yourself. Instead, they're focused on their own stuff, and you're going to benefit from doing the same. And also looking at the fact that you do have choice in life, at least you have yourself to rely on, and that you can choose a different future. That's something that you have in the here and now. So whatever you've missed, isn't that terrible? Because it's not robbed you of your freedom. It's not robbed you of your strength. It's not robbed you of your future. So lamenting what could have been or what ought to have been isn't helpful or productive either. So that's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you go to someone and you say, oh, you know what? I've had the worst life of all the people on this planet. Please feel sorry for me. The other person usually isn't going to be that likely to give you that support because it's excessive. And they'll be like, well, I've had my own difficulties in life. Why are you the number one person who suffers? We all go through stuff. So it's about saying, I am moving forward. I'm not going to stay put. I'm not here just to be comfortable and at ease. I'm here to do something and to look at future opportunities. And it's not about sinking into some morass of entitlement and self-pity and like, oh, you know, my life is so difficult. We can all do that, but if, you know, I certainly do that. And I can tell you from personal experience, it doesn't lead anywhere good. Usually it just ends in misery or tears, and then sooner or later you have to pick yourself up again and start all over anyway. So you might as well keep going and refuse to be discouraged and to feel disenchanted. Finally, the Four of Wands is the happiest card in the deck. As I always say that, it's usually two wands next to each other. So two here, two there, and they create a doorway. It's decorated with grapes and reeds and beautifulness, and there's a couple in the middle usually, and it's a celebration. Here we've got the red vineyards at Aries, and people picking grapes. Okay, so what does it say? Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you plant. Oh, wow. Okay, so exactly. That's what you're being asked to plant some seeds, and not to cry over all the tomato plants on your balcony that have dried up and that are no longer living. Okay. It's about saying there will be other plants in future. And not feeling like this is, you know, that's so interesting. Not judging each day by the harvest that you reap. You know, just because on this day you are where you are in your life, that's not the final total under your bill. Do you know what I mean? That's not the ultimate narrative of your life. You have other days in future. And so it's important not to take each day so seriously and to say, well, today I'm still single and I don't have my dream job, so therefore my life is a complete pity party. It's about saying, well, this is where it is. Let's shrug it off. Let's not let it define us. You know, the whole stiff upper lip kind of attitude. Let's keep going and let's plant some new seeds for a wonderful, fabulous future. Yeah, so the cards are saying, please remain encouraged. Don't let conflict in your circumstances or with other people put you off. Instead, focus on what you can do in the here and now that's empowering for yourself. And don't worry so much about other people or trying to understand them, and vice versa, getting them to understand you. And go about your business and maintain some sort of a focus so that you don't slide off into this emotional gutter. Number-wise, we've got 4 and 6 is 10. And the court card is 1, that's 11. 11 is the master number of service in numerology. And I feel that the main person you ought to be of service to today is yourself. And help yourself continue on. And good self-care, compassion for yourself, and really being there, giving yourself the strength to continue on regardless of what things look like. And that's really how you can be of service today. So I hope you have a wonderful Monday. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on Book Your Reading to order your reading with me. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please hit subscribe and share the video online. Have an amazing day. Check out the weekly horoscope. I uploaded that yesterday for the coming week. So if you want an astrological overview, then check out that video, and have a wonderful week and a wonderful day here. All the best, and I'll speak to you soon.